Ali Khan was a clerk in the East India Company in Calcutta. He enjoyed the proximity of the English historian Henry Eliot, at whose instance he wrote Sharr-e-Aine Akbari, commentary on Abul Fazl Aine Akbari, and the history of Mughal governance of Bengal, known as Tariq-e-Munshi. The birth of Persian journalism took place in Calcutta in 1822. Since 1822, more than half a dozen Persian newspapers were published in Kolkata. Persian journalism was unknown to Persian-speaking world. Persian journalism began after 7 years in 1837 in Iran. Rajaram Mohan Roy was the pioneer of Persian journalism in Calcutta. Sadar Sukh Mirzapuri lived in Calcutta and was well versed in Persian. He was employed by an English corporate house as an editor of the Persian newspaper Jam-e-Jahanuma, 1822. Files of the Persian newspaper Jam-e-Jahanuma are available in the National Archives, New Delhi, and Asiatic Society, Kolkata. Suniti Kumar Chatterjee writes in his book, The Origin and Development of Bengali Language, that the standard Bengali of the present day is concerned, the net result of the Persian influence has been the imposition as a permanent addition to the vocabulary which would be admitted as Bengalized words by most sections of people. Chatterjee has classified these words under the following heads. Words pertaining to kingly state, warfare and chase. Amir, Umrah, Ujir, Khandan, Kitab, Khash. Words relating to revenue and administration and law. Ikhtiyar, Qabja, Koshba, Kharij, Joma, Jaidad. Intellectual culture, education, music, literature, and general refinement. Alim, Ijjot, Khor, Gojol, Tarjuma, Mujlish, Munshi, Shorom, Shetar. Material culture, objects of luxury, trades, arts, and craft. Aina, Angur, Akchon, Kagoj. Kagoj, the first newspaper of Iran, named Kagaz-e-Akhbar. Kishmish, Korma, Kanchi, Khanshama, Khashta, Tushma. So in this way, Persian was welcomed in Bengali language and literature. Now I request Jinuk Basu to discuss on Sadi Shirazi and recite his poem. Thank you very much for your patience.
Good evening, everyone. I am Chinuk Basu. I am extremely thankful to the director of ILSR, Swati Guha ma'am, and CIIL for giving me this opportunity to present Persian language. I'm going to present on the 13th century Iranian poet and prose writer Abu Muhammad Mushlihuddin bin Abdullah Shirazi, or better known by his pen name Sheikh Sadi from Shiraz. The presentation will be chronologically providing a brief introduction about Sadi, his lifelong experiences, his observations to the world in the form of books titled as Gulistan, which is the rose garden, and the Bustan, the orchard, his writing style, and I will finally read out a poem by Sadi from the Gulista-e-Sadi collection and translate it for you in English. Sadi was known as the king of the realm of eloquence and the god of Farsi literature. Biographers and historians call Sadi a world traveler of his time. However, one cannot map his travels or find an authenticity to the claims of the stories of the geographies he traveled. But these travels certainly do exhibit great insights to life, to people, to relationships, to nature, and to top it all off, the incredible and priceless value of experience. Sadi's works can vaguely paint a picture of the places he had probably been to, which is of course under speculation. Some Sadi scholars do find his trajectory from Shiraz to Isfahan, and then to Basra, and thereafter reaching Baghdad, taking a longer route to the north of Mesopotamia. His travels also include cities such as Holle, Kufa, Wasit, Sham, Damascus, and many a times of pilgrimage enterprises that he took to Makkah. The reasons for Saadi to leave Shiraz, which was the capital at that point in time of Iran, and at such a tender age was primarily of two reasons. Saadi left Shiraz to get an education and also to get away from the danger of the Khwarezmian Empire, which had created chaos in Shiraz and also the likelihood of a Mongol attack under the leadership of Genghis Khan. Much later upon his return, he went to the monastery of Ibn Kaf Shirazi, who was a very well-known and respected mystic and was also known as the Great Sheikh. While staying there, he started teaching, counseling, and guiding people. His style is straightforward and serves as a model for those who followed thereafter in Persian literature. His poetry is pure beauty, and his prose is direct. In fact, one could argue that his prose is just as beautiful as his poetry, while his poetry is as accessible as his prose. His book Gulistan presents prose elegantly adorned with poetic elements, showcasing all the finest attributes of excellent writing. He conveys his ideas in the most concise manner possible, avoiding unnecessary elaboration. The poem that I will read out now will help to exemplify the said attributes of his style. This poem is from the preface of Gulistan-e-Saadi, and firstly I will read it out in Persian for you and then translate it for you in English. Gili khushbui dar hammam ruzi, rasid az daste mehboobi bedastam, bedu guftam ke mushki ya abiri, ke azbu ye dil avize to mastam, begufta man gili nachiz budam, वलीकन मुद्दती बागुल नशिस्तम कमाले हम नशीन दर मन असर कर वगर ने मन हमान खाकब के हस्तम. So with taking two of the four couplets that we have, so there are 8 lines and every 2 lines make one couplet. So the first couplet is Gili khushboe dar hammam ruzi rasid az daste mehboobi be dastam, which means a fragrant clay, khushbudar mitti, reached in my hands from the hands of a mehboob in the hammam. Hammam is a great bath. The way we used to see the great bath in the Indus Valley civilization as well. Then he writes, Bedu guftam ke mushkiya abiri ke azbu ye dil aviz to mastam. I asked the fragrant clay, are you musk or abiri? Abiri is again a compound perfume. Because I am blown away by the extraordinary and out-of-the-world scent that you're carrying. Begufta man gili na cheese budam, valikan muddate bagul nashistam. The clay replied, the mitti replied, मैं एक नाचीज मिट्टी थी. I was an insignificant, good-for-nothing clay. लेकिन मैं थोड़े अरसे के लिए फूलों के सोहबत में रही हूँ. But for a longer period of time, I, the mitti, I stayed in the company of fragrant flowers. Kamale hum nashin darman asar kar, wagarne man haman khakam ke hastam. This is the gift of the companionship with the flowers that played the role in transforming me from an ordinary clay to an extraordinary one. Otherwise, I am going to remain the same ordinary clay that I was in the beginning. So I conclude my presentation by saying that what Saadi writes and Saadi's theme, revolves around companionship and all the deeper philosophies in life, where he is highlighting in this poem that companionship, whether in any form of a relationship, enriches our lives profoundly by fostering mutual growth, understanding, and support. Romantic companionship nurtures emotional intimacy and resilience, offering a sanctuary where individuals can share their deepest thoughts and feelings. In contrast, a teacher-student relationship cultivates intellectual and personal development, guided by respect and a shared pursuit of knowledge. Saadi of Shiraz celebrated the virtues of companionship and mentorship in his works, emphasizing kindness, wisdom, and the transformative power of human connections. He believed that through companionship, individuals could achieve greater self-awareness and societal harmony. Thus, these relationships rooted in trust and empathy are essential for holistic growth and fulfillment. And the poem that I just recited serves an example of this very kind. Thank you so much.